Hey guys, what's up? It's Ludash here, and today I am back with the first tree. It's running. Oh. Gotta make sure I collect all the stars. It hasn't done a transition, so I can't trust that it's gonna save until then. Ah, 89! God damn it! It keeps me by 1 star and keeps going, but it's still 1 star off from being good. Because if they do 30 stars per level, there's 5 levels. And that would work perfectly. Oh, there is a star. I'm so glad I turned around. This works so good, but I don't actually. This is my first time playing this game. I've seen nothing about it. It's just one of my friends suggested it after seeing it. Oh. There's 3 stars here. So all my theories make no sense. They have the stars split, however they haven't split, but it'd be satisfying having a set number when you're trying to 100%. But yeah, after my friend suggested it, I've seen nothing else on this. I decided to get it from her suggestion. So I know nothing about this other than what I've recorded. All I knew getting into it was you play as a fox. This level's not ending. I see a point to dig up. I really thought that would be a good point to end the episode, but didn't end the level there. But I also might be coming to the end of it. And it does somewhat seem like the story could wrap up any second.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
See? Could end up wrapping up any second. But there's so many stars I don't have. I might just go for trying to complete this, like, I don't know. It's only 3 p.m. I have plenty of time. Nope. I gotta keep going. So am I heading towards something?
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like? You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself.
Yeah, these.
I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so
This is like a
scared?
good island.
I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you. Life got worse and worse, and at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words. I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling. The wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you. You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
I don't really have too much input for the storyline itself, so I'm just kind of like letting it play out. Oh, more stars. looking at as much stuff as I can, try and not miss anything. See, it's technically not my fault that I'm going all over the place, because there's been stars in each corner that I've been just going all over the place. They had to have expected that if they're gonna add an achievement that some people who are playing are gonna have to go and get everything. But I guess technically what I was thinking of was just do the storyline and then go through it again, collecting everything. But for me, games are always easier to collect everything the first time around versus the second time. But yeah, I hope anyone who's watching this has been enjoying it as a little nice, relaxing series. Like, there's the problems going on with the story, like personal troubles and stuff, but different stories you still enjoy, like listening and actually. I'm bad at this. I don't have much to add other than where's the stars? I don't want to say something like get missed. I can't speak. I keep having this issue. But I don't want to say something on the story part that gets misunderstood. So then I'm just mainly here like talking about the stars, but a bunch of animals are down there. Go up this way first, I guess. Nope. Invisible wall. They have those in this game. All the deer. I think that's the way forward. So. Wasn't I over? Oh, this is the, I believe, where I split off. Alright. So that deer I was following probably ran straight this way. I don't fully know if I talked about Spirit of the North last time. I believe I did. last episode. Yeah, last episode, whatever. I believe I talked about that and talked about how I got like halfway through the game before recording software crashed and ended up just playing it on my own and not uploading it. I somewhat liked it a little better. There wasn't dialogue, I believe, but that's like the world and all that. But it was also a lot harder to collect everything. And I don't think that's something I'd like replay for video again after playing it already. But yeah. I also believe you got more stuff you actually do versus just jumping with butterflies. But yeah, less of a dialogue for it. So I somewhat like that better about this game. It has some actual dialogue. Well, I say some, but it has actual dialogue there. I know. How much stuff did I miss? There has to be more. That's not the end. Okay. Oh, is it Jane sadder? Or is it
Fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the Jade Valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
No, I know, I fell. Oh, I made it back up. I'm somewhat happy they don't have a counter, because then I would like something out of something in this area, because then I'd never be able to move on. So we're heading to the title of the game, the first tree.
At the end of high school, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Drive. I looked into the best architecture schools on the West Coast and got a dose of reality when looking at other students' portfolios and the high cost of tuition. I still wanted to be something, to be the next Alvaro Siza, and to make those thousands of sketches worth something in my grand history. But now even an internship sounds impossible. Siza helped me understand how essential emotion is in architecture. And he also said light is the real composer of space. I like to think these glints of light, like not finding a job or even a strange dream about a fox, are something I should be thankful for, even if the illuminated space is something I'm less than comfortable with. dad was super supportive with my college plans. To a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
There's 5 secret items, by the way, and I have definitely not found a single one of them. Everything in this feels like it's so much bigger than it should be, but I don't know. I'm not normally the size of a fox. Yeah, there's 150 stars. It says collect all 150, so if I miss a single one, I'm not getting that achievement. Then there's 5 secret items, which I'm like 90% sure I already missed 3 of them at least. I kind of want to finish the game this episode, even if it's a bit longer, and then have one more doing the completionist achievement, which is unlock all secrets. But we'll just have to find out how it works out at the end of the game. Might have to come back this way, but just in case.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer. In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of: moving forward. My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
There was a letter I received yesterday from a name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. But sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
Do I walk up there? My goal is to get to the tree or what? Oh, can't move. Wait, so I did 140, yeah, 140 letters. Don't really have a message to add. I don't really normally do this part. So. Sorry, but I don't know what I'd add.
guess her journey was over. But I have no idea. It was only a dream, a distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
Oh. I'm human. Oh god, sensitivity. Moving or something? Did you open all the doors? Nursery. Picture. Brits. Oh god, I can move fast again. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh, the camping spot. I can interact with that. Is there anything else? I think end this here and do one more episode afterwards, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Could just do it in my free time or do a video, I don't know yet.
What the hell?
Fox faster than me. We think we have so much time, but it is never enough. Nor is it guaranteed. Send as much love into the world as you can. I am so proud of you. So that was the main story of the first tree. Yeah, continue's not an option or any of that, so I might end up doing another episode with all the secrets, but for now that is going to be the end of this episode of the first tree. We completed the main story, and yeah, it was a pretty nice game. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.